Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. Great things never came from comfort zones. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Most people don't like feeling uncomfortable. It's understandable to want to avoid feeling pain, fear, sadness, and a whole host of other difficult emotions. Unfortunately, comfort zones are often where we find ourselves stuck, both figuratively and literally. If we're not careful, our comfort zones can keep us from achieving our goals and reaching our full potential. It can be difficult to convince ourselves to leave our comfort zones, but it's worth it to push ourselves outside of our comfort levels. Here are a few things that can help us learn to escape from our comfort zones. 1. We all have comfort zones. Most of us have comfort zones. They are the places where we feel safe and secure, the places where we feel we can relax and be ourselves. But what happens when we are forced to leave our comfort zones? When we are faced with a new situation or a new challenge, we may feel anxious and out of our depth. This is normal, but it is also a chance to learn and grow. When we step outside our comfort zones, we are forced to think differently and to approach things in new ways. This can be scary, but it can also be exhilarating. It is a chance to learn new skills and to discover hidden talents. It is a chance to meet new people and to make new friends. It is a chance to stretch ourselves and to grow as individuals. So next time you are faced with a new challenge, don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Embrace the chance to learn and grow. It may be scary at first, but it will be worth it in the end. 2. Our comfort zones can hold us back. Most of us have experienced it at some point in our lives, that feeling of being stuck in a rut or trapped in a situation we feel powerless to change. Whether it's our career, our relationships, our health, or some other area of our life, our comfort zones can hold us back from achieving our full potential. On the surface, it makes sense that we would want to stay in our comfort zones. After all, they're comfortable, they're familiar, they're safe. But the problem is that comfort zones are also static. They don't allow for growth or change. And if we're not careful, they can turn into prisons that prevent us from living our best lives. Something to keep in mind is that our comfort zones are often just an illusion. They're based on our perceptions and our beliefs about ourselves and the world. And these perceptions and beliefs can be wrong. Just because we've always seen ourselves in a certain way, or we've always believed certain things to be true, doesn't mean that they actually are. If we want to live our best lives, we need to be willing to step outside of our comfort zones. We need to be open to new possibilities and new ways of doing things. We need to be willing to change our perceptions and our beliefs, and we need to be brave enough to take some risks. It's not always easy to do these things, but it's always worth it. When we step outside of our comfort zones, we open ourselves up to new opportunities and new experiences. We learn and grow. We become more resilient. We become more of who we are meant to be. 3. Ways to get out of your comfort zone. We all have comfort zones. They're the things we do and the places we go that make us feel safe and secure. But comfort zones can also be restrictive. They can keep us from trying new things and experiencing life to the fullest. If you're feeling stuck in a rut, it might be time to break out of your comfort zone. Here are 3 ways to do it. 1. Take a class or join a group. One of the best ways to get out of your comfort zone is to take a class or join a group. This can be anything from a cooking class to a book club. It's a great way to meet new people and learn new things, and it can be a lot of fun. 2. Travel to a new place. One of the best ways to expand your horizons is to travel to a new place. This can be something as simple as a new city or a new country. Just getting out of your everyday surroundings can be a great way to see things in a new light. 3. Do something you've always wanted to do. If there's something you've always wanted to do but haven't had the chance, now is the time to do it. Whether it's skydiving or taking a painting class, breaking out of your comfort zone can be a great way to enrich your life. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. It's a great way to learn and grow, and it can be a lot of fun. 4. Why it's important to get out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is the place where you feel most secure and comfortable. It's the place where you feel like you can't be hurt and nothing can touch you. But comfort zones are also the places where you feel the most bored and frustrated. That's because comfort zones are by definition safe. They're not exciting or challenging or full of adventure. And while that might sound like a good thing, it's actually not. Comfort zones are the enemy of growth. If you want to grow as a person, you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. That means taking risks, trying new things, and stepping outside of your comfort zone. It might be scary at first, but it's essential for your growth. Here's why. 1. Comfort zones breed complacency. When you're in your comfort zone, you're not challenging yourself. You're not pushing yourself to be better. You're just coasting along, doing the same things you've always done. This can lead to complacency, where you're content with mediocrity. But complacency is the enemy of growth. If you want to grow, you have to be willing to leave your comfort zone. 2. Comfort zones limit your potential. Your comfort zone is like a box that you put yourself in. It's a self-imposed limit on your potential. When you're in your comfort zone, you're not reaching for something more. You're not striving to be the best that you can be. You're just settling for where you are. But you have so much more potential than that. Don't limit yourself by staying in your comfort zone. 3. Comfort zones hold you back from your dreams. Your comfort zone is a roadblock between you and your dreams. It's a barrier that you have to overcome if you ever want to achieve anything great. If your dream is to start your own business, you can't do that if you're comfortable with working for someone else. If your dream is to travel the world, you can't do that if you're comfortable with staying in your home country. Don't let your comfort zone hold you back from chasing your dreams. 4. Comfort zones are safe, but they're also boring. Your comfort zone is a safe place, but it's also a boring place. It's the same thing over and over again. There's no excitement, no adventure, and no challenge. If you want to live a life that's anything but boring, you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. So why is it important to get out of your comfort zone? Because comfort zones are the enemy of growth. If you want to grow as a person, you have to be willing to take risks, try new things, and step outside of your comfort zone. It might be scary at first, but it's essential for your 5. How getting out of your comfort zone can improve your life. People often talk about the importance of getting out of your comfort zone. But what does that actually mean? And why is it important? Simply put, your comfort zone is any situation where you feel safe and comfortable. It's the place you go to when you want to avoid feeling any anxiety or fear. And while there's nothing wrong with that, spending too much time in your comfort zone can actually hold you back in life. Here's why. When you're in your comfort zone, you're not challenging yourself. You're not learning new things or pushing yourself to grow. You're just coasting along, which can make you feel bored and unfulfilled. Getting out of your comfort zone, on the other hand, can help you to grow and learn in ways you never thought possible. It can make you more confident and able to cope with new and challenging situations. It can also help you to meet new people and experience new things. So how can you get out of your comfort zone? One way is to do something new and different every day. That could be something as small as trying a new food or talking to a stranger. Or it could be something bigger, like taking up a new hobby or even changing careers. Whatever you do, the key is to keep pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. The more you do it, the easier it will become, and the more you'll reap the benefits. 6. Tips for getting out of your comfort zone. There's no denying that comfort zones are great. They're familiar, they're safe, and they're comfortable. But they can also be constricting, preventing us from growing and experiencing new things. If you're looking to break out of your comfort zone, here are a few tips to get you started. 1. Start small. Don't try to take on too much at once. If you're not used to taking risks, it can be overwhelming to try to do too much at once. Start with small steps and work your way up. 2. Take baby steps. Literally, if your goal is to travel more, start by planning a weekend getaway instead of a month-long vacation. If you want to start running, begin by jogging for a few minutes a day. Small steps will help you ease into the uncomfortable process of change and make it more manageable. 3. Be prepared. If you're feeling nervous about venturing outside your comfort zone, it can help to be prepared. Research your destination, make a packing list, and come up with a plan. The more prepared you are, the less anxious you'll feel. 4. Find a friend. It can be helpful to have someone to support you as you take on new challenges. Find a friend or family member who will be excited to try new things with you. 5. Give yourself a pep talk. On the days when you're feeling particularly scared or anxious, give yourself a pep talk. Remind yourself of why you're doing this and how capable you are. 6. Be proud of yourself. No matter how small the accomplishment, be proud of yourself for taking the leap. Acknowledge that it takes courage to step out of your comfort zone and that you're doing an amazing thing. 7. The benefits of getting out of your comfort zone. The benefits of pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone are plentiful. Perhaps the most obvious benefit is that it can lead to personal growth. Stepping out of your comfort zone forces you to confront your fears and learn new skills. It also allows you to develop a greater sense of self-confidence and independence. Other benefits of stepping out of your comfort zone include gaining a different perspective, developing new relationships, and discovering hidden talents. Getting out of your comfort zone can also lead to increased creativity and improved problem-solving skills. If you're feeling stuck in a rut, pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone is a great way to re-energize and jumpstart your life. So whether you're trying a new activity or simply saying yes to more opportunities, don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone and into a world of new possibilities. In conclusion, it is clear that comfort zones can be beneficial in some cases, but ultimately, they can hinder our ability to grow and progress in life. It is important to be aware of our comfort zones and to consciously make an effort to step outside of them from time to time. This will help us to learn new things, to challenge ourselves, and to reach our full potential.